What's up, y'all? Hey, y'all. What y'all doing? I got my baby a new plant today, y'all. I got him a strawberry plant. It's so cute. I'm gonna put it, I guess if the plants that I put for him in this pot don't come to, I'm gonna put it in this pot down here in the corner. Thank you. But if they don't come to, I'm gonna put it in this pot down in the corner and let it sprout and grow and have more strawberry plants. Trying to see what the temperature is. Degrees outside. Man, I gotta get me another battery. I should have got that while I was in the Home Depot today. Get another battery for my little thermometer that I have out here. The battery is going bad on me, but I do like it because it tells me the temperature, what the temperature is if it's dry out, and what the temperature is if it's wet. And it is wet because it been raining like crazy, y'all. It been raining. Some more. What y'all got going on this awesome Saturday? Can we talk about Galatians chapter 5? Baby, I can't stay. I have a Bible out here, but it's my mini Bible. Hold on. Let me look into it. Where's my vape pen at? So I'm gonna go ahead and read Galatians 5 for you. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by the yoke of slavery. Thank you, Nicholas. I feel like when it come down to it, this go along with some of the messages that I received earlier today. Because the messages was about, this man that said that he want to marry this woman, but simultaneously he have it up on his heart, in the back of his mind, while he's saying that he want to marry her and he want her to be his wife. He's simultaneously thinking about, trying to pimp her out in little sneakish type ways. And that's not cool, It shouldn't be no situation. I don't understand why a man would want to share his wife with his friends. Anyways, I wouldn't even understand why a man would find that attractive. But we got to have the freedom of Christ, y'all. And it got to be a situation where you live in your life. Even though I feel like some people may look at that and feel like it's not exactly freeing, because I know some people want to just do what they want to do. So it'll be a situation where they feel some type of way and they feel like Christianity in itself is kind of like keeping you in a cage, or even like, like my greenhouse, keeping you contained. But simultaneously, I feel like it's freedom just in the fact that you are able to avoid certain traps of the enemies just by, following what God said. And some men be, saying that they want these relationships, these poly relationships, and they want to have multiple different wives. And it's okay if you go over there and do X, Y, and Z, and you can do this and you can do that. And, I just feel like that's slavery with extra steps. I can't say. That's how I really feel about it. But yeah, we definitely gotta have the freedom of Christ. That was a good scripture. You know what I'm saying? But I know, you know what I'm saying? I went out and spent my day. What I decided to do is I was trying to get a watermelon plant because I transplanted my son watermelons into this bucket, but I can't tell if they gonna be alright or not, and it kind of look like they not gonna make it. So hopefully they do. I did give them some water and some nutrients, but if they don't make it, I'm gonna go ahead and put the strawberries in there. But you know what I'm saying? They didn't have any watermelon plants at the Home Depot that we went to, sadly. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't driving. Simultaneously, I ain't even feel like asking to go to another one because I was tired from walking around the one that I was in. It's like, you know, I walked around every aisle. Well, me and my son walked around every single aisle and all of the outside twice looking for a watermelon plant. We asked for help, but they said, like, the person that was in that area said that they don't usually work in that area and was saying, well, I guess we'll have to wait until somebody that work in this area come. But, you know, they never came, so we just got the strawberry plant and called it a day. But, baby, I know sometimes it can be hard. I feel like some people think that it's hard to live your life the way that God wants you to, but in reality, it is the freedom in it. Because, you know what I'm saying, when you live in your life in a sinful manner, it's kind of like some people are like literally slaves to their sin. It's like they feel like if they not carrying on with their sin, that they won't be able to. I don't know how to say it. Like that their life is gonna fall apart. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that would go like, you know what I'm saying, a man or a woman that move in a certain way and they have all these different people that they dealing with. If it's a situation where somebody come and say that they don't want to share their person with all these people, now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, they kind of feel like they torn and they don't want to do that. I know because I went through that with my ex. It's like once we were in a relationship and I was feeling some type of way about him messing around with a bunch of people, it's like all the women that was, you know what I'm saying, dealing with him felt some kind of way about me. I have equity to. I'm kind of confused at what you're saying because of the way you worded it. But I don't know. It's almost like I became the enemy of all the women because they feel some kind, like they just feel some type of way. But I feel like that comes with when you are basically entering into a group of people that have different kinds of ideals and like they have a different perspective on life than you do. And I just always gotta been that way. I don't mind what other people choose to do with their life. But me personally, I like when I'm in a serious relationship, I'm married. I don't want to share my person with the world. It's one thing, and it's the difference between dating somebody and claiming that person as your husband or your wife. It shouldn't be no situation where you're supposed to be my husband and I gotta split you up and share you with other women that, you know what I'm saying, on in reality you acting like they irrelevant to you, but you know what I'm saying, they gotta be important to you if you trying to bend over backwards to make sure they happy, meanwhile making me sad in the process. Whew. You said anti-psychotic. I can't study. I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying, the specifics on medications like that. Even though I did work in a psych ward, I don't know what kind of medications you own or what you have been diagnosed with, so I'm not even gonna touch that. I'm gonna just be real. I'm not even gonna touch that because I used to work, you know what I'm saying, with psych patients, and I know that some things are not But some things are wild. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Because I didn't see some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Working at that place. What's up, Ed Davis? I'm just being real. I seen some stuff up in the psych wards that can get kind of hectic, man. I remember one time we was in there and the patient started fighting like the staff. Like she was mad, but and it's wild because the whole fight started because it was dinner time. And one thing that I can say about the psych ward, the one that I worked in, they had a smoker section that was separate from like the other people like that stayed in that like facility. They had their own smoker section, and then in the psych area, the patients that we had in there had their own personal smoke section, and they could really go out there and smoke whenever they wanted to. But um, it was time to eat. And this particular patient was trying to influence other patients to go outside and smoke instead of going to eat. And that's where the problem stepped in. If that's what she wanted to do, that was fine. But you know what I'm saying? You can't go around and telling everybody else to skip a meal just because you want your friends to be out there with you for hours upon hours. You know what I'm saying? And it got kind of wild. She ain't like that. She ain't like them telling her that. And you know what I'm saying? When it was going on, I was at the feeders table, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Everything started happening so fast and so crazy. That's true. I know I saw it. That's true. And I know it's for him. But you know what I'm saying? In reality, me personally, I don't want to speak on that because I know, you know what I'm saying? Some people, if they don't get their medicine, ain't no telling what can happen. And I don't want to, I ain't finna come on here and tell you not to take it, yo. I'm just being real because I don't know what kind of medication you take. I don't know what you have been diagnosed with. And I'm not asking you to give all your information like that. And I'm not a doctor, no way. So when it come down to it, I'm not finna try to override what your doctor said. But I will keep you in my prayers because I know it can be tough dealing with something like that. I feel you say you had to have those kind of meds before too. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people they'll take it for a while and eventually they get to a place where they don't have to take it no more. But once again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know your specific situation. I don't know all the et ceteras, but I will keep you in my prayers because I know it can be frustrating having to take medicine every day because I get frustrated taking my little vitamins. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. But at the same time, you know, when it comes to our health, we do have to try to put that first. Even, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to me, I've been holding off all day long from smoking these things right here, yo. And went ahead and caved in and got me a little pack. But I have been, you know what I'm saying, working hard to just vape. It's tough. But I'm hopefully and prayerfully, I'm gonna eventually wean off of these cigarettes, yo. But I do, you know what I'm saying? I suggest that you stay as healthy as possible. And you know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's a situation, whatever it is, you know, it's best to stay healthy and to remain safe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby, it is beautiful out here. It is hot though. Baby, it is so toasty. It's so toasty. It's so nice to come outside and see the green. They came by and mowed the lawn today, so that's awesome because you know what I'm saying. The lawn was starting to get a little, you know what I'm saying. It was starting to do its thing. It was starting to do its thing, but we gonna see. You know what I'm saying. I noticed some sprouts out here and out there and in here, so I'm happy about that. We gonna see what grows and hopefully they stick around. You know what I'm saying. Fingers crossed. Soon I'm gonna be able to start, you know what I'm saying, gathering more of my little veggies and eating some of the stuff that I'm growing out here, and I cannot wait. I love it. You know, I guess I have already because I've been eating on the basil and some of the lemon thyme. But you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to really come out here and, you know what I'm saying, grocery shop in my little garden. That's going to be awesome. So, how y'all Saturday been? What y'all been up to? You said I should grow seeds and sell them. That is something that I could do. You know what I'm saying? I could, you know what I'm saying, add a little section on my website for anybody that want to grow seeds. I mean, that want to garden too and want to buy some of my seeds. I could possibly get into that. That is something that I could do. Last year when I went from when I started pulling up what I had a bunch of lettuce seeds left over, and I'm constantly getting a bunch of basil seeds, like lemon basil. I have lemon basil seed pods popping up like crazy, which is why I have it like all over everywhere over here because it basically replants itself. So that is something that I might get into. It's not something I was originally gonna get into, but I could. You know what I'm saying? I could. I don't know how much. I guess charge like, you know, $2 a pack or something like that. But that would be cool. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool. That would be cool. We could do that. You said if I prune them, I have been working on them. I have some. Hopefully we gonna have some peppers soon, and I don't know. I haven't really pruned them that much. I pruned them a little bit. I pruned the cayenne pepper plant a little bit, but they have been getting big over here, y'all. Like, let me see. I'm gonna show y'all. They over here in this corner. Like, really, y'all can't really see the greenery that I see because it's in front of me and not behind me. But my pepper plant's over here, and then I got this big old basil bush over there. Another basil bush going on over there, and then it's basil behind me too. But I really just been, you know what I'm saying, pruning a little bit. I prune off when it's like like something look like it's not doing so well, like the leaves or something like that. But I mostly just been giving them water and nutrients, and they've been getting big because both of those, the pepper plants in the back, when I bought them, they were like short, like the one in the front. And now they didn't got, you know what I'm saying? They almost up to the size of my little flamingo sign. So they really getting big. They even, you know what I'm saying, compared to the like the stick that I have that's holding them up straight. They, you know, the jalapeno plant is bigger than the stick, and the cayenne pepper plant is about the same size as the stick. So they are getting big. They make me happy. Nah, I just glued them back on. I finally took out the time to do it. I really just, I don't want to say I've been being lazy, but I just haven't felt like doing it. I just haven't felt like taking out the time to, you know what I'm saying, file my nails and then put the glue on there and put them back on. But I went ahead and did that today while I was watching TV earlier before I went to the store. Because, you know what I'm saying, why walk around? It is kind of nonsense for me to walk around with nails missing when I literally could just file them and put the glue on there and put them back on. But I don't know. I guess when you do your own stuff, it's kind of like a situation where you kind of get lazy with it. I don't know why. But I guess it's just the fact that I know at any point in time I could just do my nails, but I just be choosing not to. And I don't know. I don't think I would do my nails again until I'm waiting to do my hair. I guess we fasting from beauty in a sense because I haven't really planned on doing my nails or my hair until I reach the goal that I have going on. After I do that, then you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna redo my whole like my locks completely. I'm probably gonna recolor them and everything and get some new extensions and then redo my nails too. Hey Doris, how you doing? I'm gonna redo redo everything, redo my hair, my nails, my toes, the whole shebang. But I'm trying to hold fast, you know what I'm saying? Even when it come down to it, when I was at the store today, I wanted to go and look for shoes, but I really feel like I don't have money for that. And because of that, I'm kind of, once again, I'm waiting on that too until I really have money. So it's not a situation where I'm spending my last little whatever amount of money to get something that's kind of unnecessary. The only reason I went is, for one, I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, replace the plants that wasn't doing so well. And for two, me and my son kind of been in the house, like we haven't been nowhere in dang near a week, 2 weeks. And I feel like, I know it felt good for me to get out the house, and I'm pretty sure it felt good for him too. The only place we've been going is just to this little corner store. We really don't go nowhere. And you know what I'm saying? I think the last time we went somewhere was Mother's Day. We went out to eat. And, you know, in reality, that was a while ago. I can't say. That was a while ago. No, was it Mother's Day or was it for his graduation? We went out to eat. And once again, that was a while ago. So it is good to get out the house. I don't want to I don't want my son to be feeling like, you know what I'm saying, summertime is kind of like a prison sentence and he can't go nowhere and do anything. Even though he don't seem like he's upset about it, I still would like to be able to take him out and do stuff. But I don't really have as much money as I, you know what I'm saying, was making in the past, to where I could like Uber us to the movies or Uber us to wherever we want to go and then pay for whatever we get in there and then Uber us back. Us going to the movies alone is $100 plus event, y'all. Cause he gonna want his snacks, he gonna want his popcorn. The movie tickets is not what they used to be. They used to be like $10 a ticket, and nowadays it's dang near $17 a ticket. And the, you know what I'm saying, the Uber price to get there, ain't no telling how much that's gonna be. To get back, ain't no telling how much that's gonna be. Sometimes I like to get him little collectibles and stuff like that, and I don't want to halfway do it. You know, I don't want it to be a situation where he expecting to have the full blown experience, and we go, and you know what I'm saying, we kind of like halfway doing it. I don't want him to feel that, because I know, I remember being a kid and wanting the full experience. And you know what I'm saying, even though he may not say nothing, but I don't want him to feel like I'm cheating him. So I'd rather wait until I have the money to do it, the full, you know what I'm saying. But I did take him somewhere. I wanted to take him somewhere. We got him something, a little plant and some candy, because he wanted that too. If you were financially and spiritually free, it's okay. I feel like right now I'm trying to get myself all the way. I gotta get myself all the way together. I have things that I just went through with my ex that I'm still trying to get over that. And then I'll be ready to go out and make friends and all that. But right now I'm still trying to get over what he put me through. But hopefully and prayerfully this year I'm gonna be ready to go out and spread my wings and have me a good time and actively, you know what I'm saying, have fun, and you know what I'm saying. But I feel like right now I'm still kind of feeling emotional about what he put me through. It was a lot. It was a lot of nonsense. And it caused a lot of confusion because it's like it just did, because half the time he would put on this show like he was so in love that he couldn't live without me, and then half the time it seemed like he was trying to do some other stuff, like he meant to cause me harm. And you know what I'm saying, especially like what he got going on now, it's really causing me confusion, because the way he treated me and the way that he is treating her, well, I guess from my perspective, it's completely different. And that could just be the fact that every time that I got pregnant by him, he went out of his way to ensure that I lost the baby. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, he feel like it's okay for her to be pregnant and to carry on with the pregnancy, and he, seemed like he happy about it. He seemed like he was depressed, angry, and frustrated every time I felt like I was pregnant. You say he's 28, but you like older women. Man, why do I don't know what it is about me, yo. I keep on pulling younger me. And I'm not saying that, but I'm just being real. That's kept happening to me in Austin, yo. And it's like, I don't know if I look young. Because I'm 35 years old. I guess I look young, yo. Mm. I don't know what that's about. It's that I have a young spirit. But I guess even before I was in Austin, yeah. I be shot. But you know what I'm saying? That man took me through so much. And he wasn't even younger. He was a grown man acting like a child. He said I look 27 at the most. Like, we is 35 years old, yo. I'm 35, yo. And I be shocked at, you know what I'm saying, whenever it's a young man that is like, but it kept happening to me in Austin, and I was like, I remember one guy, I could have sworn he was like 19, 20 years old and trying to get to me. And I was like, what's up, little mama? I looked at him and I was like, how old are you? And he was like, old enough. I was like, boy, I'm not gonna play with you, sir. Our young man. Oh my goodness. Baby, you see what my activity is. What I do in the evenings is go in my garden and kick my feet up on my purse and sip on a beer. And it's fun. And it's, even though I ain't gonna say, you know what I'm saying, it's not to say that I won't go to a happy hour and I won't go to a bar and hang out. But in reality, it'll be like, you know what I'm saying, a lounge type thing, or, you know what I'm saying, a chill type vibe. You said Gen Z look. That ain't nice. That is not nice. Oh, that ain't nice. You said they don't know, baby. That ain't nice. That ain't nice. I'm full blown millennial, 90s baby. At the beginning of the 90s, baby. And I really don't be wearing makeup like that, even though I am a makeup artist. I don't really be messing with it like that. I gotta live it alone. You know what I'm saying? I had my little time with that. And then, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I reached the peak of what I wanted to do as far as modeling and makeup artistry. And then I can't stunt, when I came back from Jamaica, I was trying to carry on being a model and a makeup influencer, and it felt so superficial and fake to me after experiencing some of the things I experienced in Jamaica. And that's really what caused me not even to want to do it no more. And in the midst of that, God started leading me to share my dreams. And you know what I'm saying, leading me to share them, because God was like, you know, you never know who you can help. And even if you at least help one person, you know what I'm saying, succeeded in what you're doing. So I was like, okay. And I started, and here we are. Okay. But it did, you know what I'm saying, it felt kind of superficial, just knowing that there are people that are going through some really tough things in other places, even some people in this country going through really tough things. It felt very superficial to me to carry on. It's like, because in order to be a beauty influencer, you have to consume, because you're constantly buying makeup, constantly buying like all these artificial things. And it's not to say that I don't buy some things, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that I don't consume at all, because I love having my lashes done and I love having my nails done, but and my hair too. but it's not to the extent of what I had going on when I was a makeup influencer. I was constantly buying new makeup. Constantly, I wanted to have all the eyeshadow. I had so many eyeshadow palettes, it was ridiculous. So many shoes, purses, like all kind of stuff, and it felt so artificial to me because that was my first experience, staying out there of feeling what real true hunger feel like. And when it come down to it, it makes all that stuff seem like, nonsense. I'm just being real. It just did. So it caused me to let it go. It really did. It caused me to let that thing go. Let that thing go. And yeah. But I can't say, what I'm saying? I feel like one thing I can say about it, it could be a situation where some people are wearing all this makeup while simultaneously not taking care of their skin. And that's one thing that I was big on. Even though I was a makeup influencer and I was a model, I always tried to ensure that I was doing skincare too. Like that always been important to me. And one thing I learned in one of the many beauty classes, makeup artistry classes, and also in Sephora classes, they stress that even though you may not start seeing your face age until you reach 30, it's best to start taking care of your skin before you hit 30. Then once you hit 30, you don't have to worry about it so much. And I started taking care of my skin when I was young. Like as soon as I started learning about it, you know what I'm saying? I started taking out the time, effort, and energy to figure out what kind of products I needed and wanted to use in order to, make sure my skin was good in the way I wanted it to be. Even when it come down to it, I can't say after that night at the club when I was, jumped all the little frogs trying to get in. He just a little bit away from the hole. I would try to, okay, he finna find it. He's trying to get in the greenhouse. But he gonna find his way in. But anywho, it's like I look like something happened to me. I really looked like I was gone for an hour or two and came back. But you know what I'm saying? I also was able to get my skin back to the way it needed it to be. I don't see why he would just put his hands on you like that anyways. That don't make sense. Y'all finna help the frog get in the greenhouse. He looked like he having a hard time. Dang, he didn't walk away. Okay, well I lifted it. Oh, it's another one. Oh, he did bring friends. Okay. I tried to fix it so that they'll be able to find the dope. But anywho, I don't know why somebody would just walk up on you and touch you anyways. That's just wild to me. But hey, yeah. I know some people just be doing what they want to do and feeling like it's gonna be okay. I was shocked in the fall when I will be out, you know what I'm saying, regardless if in Houston or in other cities. And, you know what I'm saying, people would literally be trying to open my hotel room door and keep the door in and assuming that it's going to be all good once they get in there. People are crazy, yo. Some people are crazy, yo. Don't even know what you got going on, don't know who in there, don't know none of that. I remember one time, I don't know. I think I might have been in Austin, but I might have been on the outskirts. I don't remember. But it was like, I think either last year or the year before that, I was out there and I was in my hotel room and I started like recording a video because God led me to. And the message was about somebody that was sitting around contemplating doing something. And whatever they were thinking about doing was evil. And the message was God saying, why wait? Go ahead and do it so you can see what's going to happen. And as soon as I said that, somebody came up to the door and started trying to push it in. And I was recording when I did, and I posted it too. I walked up to the door and opened the door, and I was like, "Is something wrong with you? Have you lost your mind?" And he was like, he got scared. He was like, "Oh, I must got the wrong room. I must got the wrong. You sure do got the wrong room. You got the right one today, though. Have you lost your mind?" Some people is really crazy, yo. Like really, I like, and I don't know. And I get that in reality, I'm sweet. You know what I'm saying? I am a sweetheart, but simultaneously, that don't mean that it's a situation where it's all sweet and it's okay for you to try me just because I'm sweet. And I don't know where he saw me or what made him think that it would be okay for him to do, etc. But you know what I'm saying? Regardless if he saw me at the check-in desk and I was, you know what I'm saying, conversating with the person, I was cool with the person up there or whatever, that don't mean it's okay for you to come and try to kick my dang door in and everything is gonna be all good. People is crazy, yo. Some people is really crazy. And I'm just talking about it be tripping with they stuff. And it's like, mm, cause I don't like people touching me either. I don't, not just out of nowhere. Not just out of nowhere, man. It just make me mad, yo. I'm thinking about what's that movie Buffed Up, when they going to see some girls that they going to see when they get ready to get the buff snatched up off his head, off old dude head, and they going to like on a little date with old dude's sister or whatever, and he have his friend and his like what is her brother and his friend, her brother and her brother's friend walk up on them out of nowhere, and I think that was like, he was like, "Hey, how you doing? Oh, you got them buffs on? What size is that?" And he said the size exactly. And he was like, "Yeah, I know my size." And you know what I'm saying? They was like, "Oh, who is y'all? Oh, how y'all doing?" And his friend started to, like, he grabbed out, reached out to her brother friend to try to touch his arms, talk about, "Dang, you look strong." He was like, "Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me." I was like, they should have known. First of all, it wasn't no friendly interaction. Second of all, even if it was, I'm just being real. Baby, that's one of my favorite little movies. I got me two little frogs in my garden now, y'all. That's wild. Cause y'all remember yesterday. Well, you know what I'm saying? If y'all was here yesterday, y'all watched it, like, you know what I'm saying, the replay. The little frog, he was out here, and I said, "Oh, you should bring back you some friends. You can go ahead and move in." Baby, he brought back a friend for real, yo. I'm so happy. You said you never got that close enough. I feel you. You can't just start touching people. I think Medea said that in one of the Medea movies too, where Brown walked up on her talking about, "Give me a hug." What's up, Shanice? Brown walked up on her talking about, "I need a hug," and she slapped back the crap out of him. She said, "Don't walk up on me like that. Don't walk up on me like that. Trying to touch me like that. Get back." Baby, most people don't like being touched. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. You said snakes coming. I pray to God they not. I don't need no snakes. And I know snakes help. They have benefits because they keep mice and etc. But baby, we as cats, you know what I'm saying. But I don't know. I might not have to worry about that because there's so many cats in this neighborhood. So we'll see. Oh, we. Friends say the snakes is next. Okay, the lizard showed up first. The frogs next. Lord, we don't need no snakes. Yeah, cats be hanging out. The cats was hanging out when I had the other greenhouse up more because they were able to get inside and sit in this chair. I think they like to sleep in this chair. You said the light was pressing it. don't know about that. Uh, I feel like I guess it depends on the kind of hug, because in reality, it shouldn't really. That's like hugging your sister, really. You know what I'm saying? Unless it was one of them touchy feely type hugs, then I would be mad too. But you know what I'm saying? The way my ex got down, he would be telling me that people was his sister, and they really wasn't his sister. They, you know what I'm saying, sneaking off with each other and etc. So you know what I'm saying? I guess it just depends. But it's just to be real. You say he a Genesis. Genesis, baby. You said Genesis or genius. You said why? Because he wanted to be a thot and he knew I wasn't okay with it. He already was thotting before he entered a relationship with me. But he wanted to carry on after. You said better together. I don't know what you mean. I don't even know what you mean. But he wanted to be a thot in peace. And so he would lie to me and tell me that people was family members when they wasn't. And that it was one thing when it wasn't. And it would bother me. Because in reality, I can read people and I can see through it. So it make me feel some kind of way because I know he lied. But, you know what I'm saying, simultaneously, I can't really call him out on it because then it'll look like I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Start me looking for my proof. And I feel like that's what used to piss him off about me, because I would have a hunch that he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing. And I made it my mission to catch him red-handed. Like I could feel it. I could feel it that he was lying. And I wanted to catch him red-handed. Baby. Which probably made him more so want to do it, because it probably became more of like a little game. It probably became more of a game to him because he is Sagittarius. And they always think it's a game, bro. They always be playing when everybody else is serious. They be playing, yo. You said I'm silly, I'm telling the truth. They are like that. They be playing and everybody else is like so serious, yo, and they be playing. But anywho, I be trying to catch you. Man, I used to try to catch you. I remember when I had a feeling he was messing with the chick next door. He had this chair that was sitting right by the window. I would sit in that chair and just sit there and watch. As soon as I'm finna go walk the dog, and you ain't gotta go with me everywhere. You ain't gotta go with me every time. Oh, man, you don't want me to come, huh? I bet I sit right there in that chair and just sit there and watch. He'd be so mad. Sometimes I come outside and stand on the porch and watch. I dare you, double dog dare you to go in that house. And I double dog dare you to let me catch you, baby. You's gonna be in a situation where you gonna have to come up in here and get all your stuff and move it right on over there, bro. Ain't no need in you staying with me and you trying to race over there to see about her. And that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Who playing? But see, he was trying to make it seem like I'm losing it and I'm tripping and I'm gonna do this to her and I'm trying to hurt that girl and I'm trying to do this, that, and the third. Nah, sir, if it's a situation where you turning me down so you can go and knock down the neighbor, bro, you need to take all your belongings from up out my house and take it right on over there to her house, bro, and stay your behind over there. Ain't nobody finna play with you. You're not finna play in my face like that. Straight up, honesty is everything. And I ain't got time for that. I sure don't. It ain't finna be no situation where you play it in my face. You sit up here trying to put on a show for her to talk about you feeling, you know what I'm saying, starting arguments and fights and all that with me. And then as soon as I say, well, you need to pack up all your stuff and leave, now all of a sudden I'm tripping and I'm the problem. No, sir. It don't make no sense for you to like want to be up under me like this. If you don't love me and you don't care and you want to leave, then leave, bruh. And I don't see, you know what I'm saying? What confused me about the whole situation was if she wanted him so bad, I don't understand why every time I told him it was time for him to leave, everybody was stressing out and worrying. Nah, bro, you want my man over at your house all day, every day. He might as well move his behind over there, bro. But you don't want the 100% him because you're going to have to deal with his, you know what I'm saying? You got to deal with everything. Nah, because I ain't finna deal with it. Mm-mm. I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want to have to deal with that. Whew. I know one thing. I have got to get a fan for out here. Like, it is desperately needed. And it's wild because garden fans are so expensive, y'all. But I have to have one. They so expensive, y'all. It's gonna be at least $30. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta get one. And that's real. You shouldn't even have to. I shouldn't have had to, and I'm not going to have to. I refuse to have to deal with that in the future. I'm not dealing with it. And even if it like, you know what I'm saying, I get that sometimes it's a situation where a lot of men cheat, but it shouldn't be no situation where you so dang lustful that you trying to cheat in your wife's face and you don't care about how she feel about it. You don't care about what effect it's gonna have on her. And you know what I'm saying? That was just crazy. Because I just knew it was a situation where this girl sitting up here listening to the walls trying to hear our conversation and getting mad if we enjoying a movie together, or we laughing, or whatever we got going on. She feeling some kind of way. That was just absolute craziness. I could not deal with it. I'm not going to. It's not gonna be no situation with me and I'm married. You know what I'm saying? And you the mistress, and you expecting me to tiptoe around my house with my man, so you can feel okay about messing around with him. Nah, you wrong, bro. It's like the other nonsense. The other nonsense. Ain't nobody finna deal with it. Ain't nobody, that's the stupidity, yo. Ain't nobody got time for that. And shoot, he was acting a fool even in San Antonio, carrying on with somebody at that dang hotel. That was pissing me off. It shouldn't be no situation where you so infatuated with my man that you think you should sleep with him every single night. And then looking shocked and appalled and embarrassed. Why would she leave? I can't believe she left. She doesn't want to be with him anymore. I wonder why. You are what? Go and look in a mirror, girl. Go and look at yourself in the mirror. It shouldn't be that. That don't even make sense. And then the wild thing about it is the woman that he was cheating on me with at the dang hotel. If it was a situation where I made it impossible for him to sleep with her that night, she would go along and sleep with somebody else. So she's sleeping with multiple men at the hotel. But because he's my man and she know it's making me feel some kind of way, she insisted on sleeping with the man that had somebody instead of sleeping with the many single men that she was already sleeping with anyways. I don't understand some of these bras, yo. Some of these women is out of line and out of order. Pure D Jezebel spirits, bro. And then be wondering why she don't like me and why is she looking at me like that. And I can't believe that she don't, girl. You said, nah, you know, you didn't say that. Man, that's the truth. And every time she saw me out, she sit around trying to wave at me, and I would mug her up and down. I don't like, baby. You should know I don't like you. She trying to hurry up and get away from me. You better, you better. No, good and well, I don't like you. What did you waving at me for? What did you? Are you crazy? Tried to wave at him and flirt with him in my face, and I was like, "Why is she waving at you like that?" And she hurried up and tried to get into, girl. You better stop playing with me. Stop playing with me today. Today. But see, I have a lot that I have to get over before I get ready to move into another relationship because he was hell on wheels. But you know what I'm saying? I feel the love up on myself. I feel the love up. Hopefully and prayerfully, he's doing better now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a situation where he wanted to be with somebody that wasn't looking too high because most of the women he cheated on me with was not pretty. Like they was rough looking women. And you know what I'm saying? When it come down to it, the woman he got pregnant now is a rough looking woman. Like so maybe that's what he want. I don't know why he even ended up with me in the first place. You know what I'm saying? If it's a situation where he felt like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what it is that he had going on within himself. Because I know sometimes it'd be a situation where a man that have a pretty woman, they'll feel like intimidated by her for whatever reason and cheat on her with women that they feel more comfortable with because he would mostly cheat on me with these ugly women. And maybe that's what he had going on. I don't know. But I know one thing, maybe he's happier being with somebody that he feel like is more so. Maybe he feel like they, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I know I'm not finna deal with it. I don't have time for that. I don't have time giving me a headache and stressing me out. It's not what's up. And like I said, I don't really know what they got going on in that relationship. It could be a situation where she know he cheated and don't care. And it could be a situation where he don't care to cheat on her because of how she looking. Maybe he feel like she deserves. Maybe I thought I heard my son yelling, but that's somebody else's child. Anyways, maybe it's a situation where he says he's smoking a cigarette too. Maybe it's a situation where you know what I'm saying. He feel like because of how she look, she deserves to be treated. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know some men have this psychology going on where they may have got turned down by certain women and they feel like they still strive to have that kind of woman, but simultaneously it'd be a situation where, you know what I'm saying, it'd be a situation where they get that woman and they trying to punish her for things that other women did to them. And you know what I'm saying? It don't make logical sense to me. Go ahead and just be with the person that you want to be with and the person that you feel comfortable being with instead of wasting other people's time because I ain't ever do nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the one that was cheating on him. I wasn't the one that did him dirty. I'm not the one that took him through hell. He insisted on treating me some kind of way. And ain't nobody got time for it. Ain't nobody got time for it. I don't. I don't have time for that. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist, and I don't have the time to sit around trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, the full, you know what I'm saying, inner depths of why he insisted on treating me the way that he did. And you know what I'm saying? I know when it comes down to it, sometimes he'll get mad at me for coming on here and talking about the things that he did. But you know what I'm saying? Simultaneously, it makes me mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about, what's the name of that movie? Mean Girls. When the principal said that his nephew get mad at him for calling him Anthony instead of Anthony, and then he's like almost as mad as I get when I think about the fact that my sister named him Anthony instead. Okay, he may get mad about me talking about it, but it's just not. He don't get as mad as I do when I think about the fact that he did these things for real in real life. He really like. So him getting mad about me talking about the terrible, piss poor experience that he allowed me to go through in that relationship is not as it's not even close to how angry I get that he insisted on causing me to go through that terrible experience. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be real. Because that's what pisses me off. Ooh, I feel like I gotta sneeze. That really makes me upset. You said facts straight up. It really makes me upset. I don't think, you know what I'm saying, even though he may get upset about me talking about it, it's definitely not as upset about the fact that he really did me like that. And I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't treat him messed up. I wasn't cheating on him. I wasn't dogging him out. It's not no situation where I was taking him through hell. He was doing all that to me. All the fights and arguments that we got into. And you know what I'm saying? All the times that he cheated on me, deliberately cheated on me with people that I knew, people that I thought were my friends. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear that. I do have to sneeze. I did. Oh, I feel like it don't even come close. It don't compare. In reality, if he would have treated me right, if he, how about you come up off of here, okay? If he would have treated me right, I wouldn't even have nothing negative to say. I wouldn't even have nothing mean to say. It wouldn't be a situation where I would have some, you know what I'm saying? I would say nothing but positive things. We would still be together, to be honest. But the fact that he insisted on treating me dirty and being nasty and mean and cheating on me the way that he insisted on cheating on me, now it's a situation where I have nothing but negative things to say about him because he treated me so dirty. Baby, I'm lucky for to go blow my nose. But I'm just being real. Ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't deserve that. And that's the truth. But it's okay. I'm coming in into understanding that, you know what I'm saying, when it come down to it, he just, you know what I'm saying, a piece of sugar honey iced tea. You said no time, you don't have time for that. I don't either. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go in the restroom real quick. Low key, while somebody trying to be rude, I can't, you know what I'm saying? You said that was disturbing. What, me sneezing or what he said or what my ex did to me? I'll be right back. Y'all watch my purse. Hey, somebody, bust. Join in. Another friend, boy, y'all is over here. Come on in. I'll leave the door crazy. Okay, y'all back. Oh, something is wrong over here. Did I knock over? Oh, my lighter. That's okay. He said what he did to me, yeah, was disturbing. Yep. Y'all said OMG. Y'all heard the people in the background. Y'all heard them busting in the background. Woo. But God is amazing. I'm so happy some of my little seeds done popped, y'all. Some of my seedlings is popping. This one over here was dry. There's some water in this one. Let's see. Looks like it's doing something too. Come on in. Oh. Baby. What's up, Leona Jones? You said it's been a while since you saw a live of mine, and you hope everything going straight, everything going good. Just sitting out here in this garden, enjoying my little plants and relaxing, relaxing, trying to relax. We got a new plant today. Got us a strawberry plant. We check out these flowers look like they are nice. Okay, they may be okay. I might have to get up some more nutrients, probably some more. Ooh. I might give all my, let me see. I think it's gonna rain tomorrow too. You trying to hold off putting the AC on? Oh, I know you not where I'm at, because where I'm at, the AC is necessary. It's necessary. You gotta have even though I have stayed in the house in Third Ward and we ain't had no AC, but you know what I'm saying, eventually we had to get one. We went ahead, my mama brought us because it was so dang hot. It was so dang hot in there that my little fan was keeping us going. You had a breeze earlier and now you sweating. You see. But it be cold where you at. Baby, it's so hot here. Every time I have to come out in the garden and do something, I'm sweating. The only reason I haven't transplanted these is because, one, I don't feel like sweating no more. I'm tired. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Once I finish with the this live stream, I'm going to bed. And two, I'm trying to give the plants that are in this pipe time to see if they gon', you know what I'm saying, get used to being in the pipe. You said I've been in Jamaica, baby. The house in Jamaica ain't have no, we ain't had no AC in there. Straight fans. I think we had about three or four fans in circulation in the room, in our house in Jamaica. It was so hot. And we were supposed to get an AC, but for whatever reason, he didn't get it before I got there. And once I got there, I had to spend so much money shipping myself and my stuff out there, and then giving him money to get our house ready for me to get there, that by the time I got it, baby, we was just not broke. I was really upset that he didn't go ahead and get that before I got there. But I can't study. I should have did what, you know what I'm saying, so many people told me to, which I had planned to, but we ended up just calling it quits. But what I was gonna do is when I got back here, I was gonna like gather my monies together, get the things that we needed, send it over in a barrel, and then go back. But we ended up breaking up. But you know what I'm saying, at first I was gonna get all the little stuff, you know what I'm saying, get us like a little air fryer, get us like some little cute cooking utensils, get us an AC, a TV or two, and ship it over in a barrel or some kind of shipping container, and then go back out there. Then we would have been like 100. But you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, listen to what his pops was talking about. His dad said, ship more so food, you know what I'm saying? He said you're gonna have to get another shower. Oh we he's what showers is good at night. They are. They feel good. They do feel good at night. Argentina and Caracas. I haven't been to neither one of them countries yet. I haven't been to that. And I say yet because, you know what I'm saying, I do intend to travel more. I love traveling. I really do. But, you know what I'm saying, I can't study. Jamaica was such a shock. And it's like every time I travel, it's almost like it's not a situation with the world. It's not a situation where I am always in the like resort type areas. You know, when I was staying in Jamaica, I was staying in a residential area. And the same with some of the other places that I have stayed at, it's like I'm not exactly always in the resort areas, even though sometimes I have. But when it's that kind of, you said Houston feels good at night, baby. It's so hot out here. I don't know what to do with myself. And it's like 80 degrees. What is it? It say it's 80 degrees, 89 wet. So it's basically it's 89 degrees out here, y'all. That's what the weather is inside this greenhouse. 89 degrees. That's the temperature. And it's nighttime. Let me see. 10 o'clock at night. And it's still hot. I got my little beauty fan on sitting on this table. Y'all just can't see it. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight. Baby, most of my clothes is literally falling off of me. You said proud of me. I did not lose weight on purpose. I ain't lose weight on purpose. I literally didn't have nothing to eat and I was just drinking green tea. And you know what I'm saying? Once I did, I was drinking green tea so much that once I did have money to get food, my appetite was like way suppressed and I wasn't eating as much as I usually did. And that's how I've been able to not only lose weight, but also maintain it. It's 61. Oh yeah, y'all got a good temperature. 61. I know that feels good. I know that's the perfect out of weather right there. That's the perfect kind of weather right there. I know that weather feel good and it probably get a little warm during the day. But you know what I'm saying? For it to be 61 at night, it's so hot here. And then it's not just like a dry heat. It is a humid, wet heat. It's humid and it's wet, yo. It's hot. And it is a humid hot. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It is a humid hot. You said that's how long it's been. Last I saw you was working out. Baby, I haven't worked out in a long time. I'm gonna start though because since I've been back in Houston, I've started gaining some weight back. You know what I'm saying? And especially with my son being here because my son eats more than I do. You be 34. Happy early birthday. You say you feel like your age is showing up. Baby. But you know what I'm saying? I end up either cooking more or ordering more food because my son, he got to eat his 3 meals a day because y'all know he's still like, you know what I'm saying? He at an age where he's growing. And not only is he, not to say that he's still growing, but on top of that, he's at an age like he's in his preteen age and he really is getting tall right now. You said great DNA millennials. I feel you. My baby is getting tall. My baby is my height. My baby is my height. And he is 11. And you know what I'm saying? I know he only, getting bigger and bigger. It's getting taller and taller, yo. So it's going to be a situation next year. I'm going to be looking up at him. I'm going to be looking up at my 12-year-old. It's going to feel so weird. It's so unexpected. And it's not to say I didn't expect him to get tall because his dad is tall. Yeah, boys. Now I now understand what, women be saying and, you know what I'm saying, the joke about how boys, like young boys, especially around that age, like 10, 11, 12, they eat more because they need the energy because they are growing literally. and it's like overnight. But oh, that's gonna be it's already like, you know what I'm saying, weird that this is my little baby that ruined my stomach and used to lay on my chest. It's the same height as me. And I know next year looking up stuff be wild. What generation was 1971? Ooh, I low-key think 1971. I could be wrong. But I think that's the generation before millennial. Ain't that Gen? Is it Gen X? Yeah, it is Gen X. I was thinking, ain't that Gen X 1971? Because I know it's Gen X, and I think the generation before them will be the boomers. You a 92 baby. Your mom a boomer or a Gen X? Yeah, I'm a millennials. I'm a millennial over here. Our generation is, I feel like my generation had to, we saw so much, yo. We the generation that we have the experience of reading from dictionaries and encyclopedias, having to deal with dial-up internet, having to deal with the telephone with the cord, having to deal with cassettes and video. What is it? Video cassettes and the VCR and all that. And then also simultaneously, we saw social media become a thing. We were the start of social media. And you know what I'm saying? We the ones that kind of got social media popping. And you know what I'm saying? To being able to have all the things, you know, all those books that we had to have going on at home in our house, literally in our pocket. And it's like in this four in the fall. It's so wild, yo. Okay, calls free after 9 p.m. I remember one time during spring break, man, and I think I had like at least 1,000 minutes on my phone. I had so many people calling me. And they called me all week. And everybody was calling before 9 p.m. But I think they thought it was my home telephone number instead of knowing it was a cell phone number. And I would literally try my best not to answer, but everybody, they would keep calling back. And I would be like, look, call me after 9, call me after 9, call me after 9, call me after 9, call me after 9. The phone bill was dang at $300. You said Stone X, MySpace, AOL. Okay. I remember when emails was our social media. There was no such thing as sliding in somebody's DMs. They would make you a mixtape and send you an email about it later. Your dad was 1968. That's cool, yo. I can't stunt. I've had not enough beer to be all the way lit right now, but enough beer that I can't calculate that just off the top. You say you love, man, I miss my, I had me a sidekick. I had me a sidekick. I love my little sidekick, yo. Even though I didn't have it in high school, I had it when I was like 19. I think I was 19 years old. I had me a little sidekick. I love that phone. I love my Blackberry too. Them Blackberries was awesome, yo. But you know what I'm saying? I was one of the people that once they said it's an all screen, what is an all touch screen phone? When the iPhone came out, I got it. But I love that Blackberry. The only thing I didn't like about the Blackberry is you couldn't really have long nails with it because you could barely like press the buttons with long nails. And so once I had the iPhone, I was able to. Your last one was in '09. It's my graduation year. Hey, oh die. But I did love my little side. I like flipping it out. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what made me want the razor because I like to flip. I like to flip it open and close it. You said facts beat what BlackBerry mail chat. I like that. What I really loved about my BlackBerry is I like that when you had a schedule, you could literally set your schedule like because when I had a BlackBerry, I was going to nursing school and I was working as a nursing assistant and I would have to like type in when like certain things were due and typing in my schedule at work and typing in certain things that I need to do. And I like that the schedule will show up on your main screen. So it was like a situation where once you finish something, you can just check it off and keep going. I love that. I absolutely love that. I really did. And I know you can kind of do that now with some phones, but I feel like it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the exact same as the Blackberries did it. It was kind of different. Ed Davis, what you talking about? What you want to talk about? You said your dad gave you his BlackBerry, but you felt spirits on it. See, I can't say none of my BlackBerries. I had an account with AT&T back then. I used to be able to get, you know what I'm saying, a good phone account. So I guess I still can now because that's how I got the phone that I have now. But you know what I'm saying? I got it through the company that I was, you know what I'm saying? The company that I had. And that's low key how I ended up getting the iPhone because at first I had a BlackBerry, and then when they came out with the iPhone, I wanted the iPhone. I felt like the iPhone was live, you know what I'm saying? An all touch screen phone. I was like, I gotta have that. I gotta see what that's talking about. So it was cool too, obviously, because I still have mine. You said shake my head. I'm serious. I was one of the people that switched from BlackBerry to iPhone, and you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I regret it a little bit. Like I said, I miss my BlackBerry. I love the BlackBerry. I thought it was a really cute phone. I love the full keyboard. I love the scheduling. I love like so many different things about that phone. I feel like it was one of a kind, and it really does like suck that it's not even around anymore. You said Apple been wilding, baby. These prices, Apple be wilding with their prices, yo. It was still when BlackBerry was still around. It was still a situation where you could possibly get it. You know what I'm saying? Free with the new phone plan, or you know what I'm saying, at the very least $50 to $100. But now it's so dang crazy. You got a BlackBerry Pearl. I used to have the pink one. I used to have the pink BlackBerry. I used to have the pink BlackBerry, and I had the I forgot what the other one I had. The Bold. It was the BlackBerry Bold. I had a BlackBerry Bold, and I had a BlackBerry Pearl. But I used to have that phone, the pink BlackBerry Pearl, and I had the BlackBerry Bold too. Both of them, I love both of them too. But we out here talking about phones. We talking about old phones. But y'all know what my first phone was? That Nokia. Y'all remember them Nokia phones? Y'all remember the Nokia phones? I had one. Mine was, well, it came great, but I painted it pink. I painted it with nail polish to make it pink. I remember one of them things I had it, and I put rhinestones. I took up the time, effort, and energy to glue rhinestones all over my little Nokia phone. You said trip down memory lane, for real, for real, for real. Baby, back then, you want to get on the internet, you want to get on MySpace or something like that, you got to go to the web, what is it? The little web page thing and wait take the sweet time for it to load up. You said Memory Lane is a real song. Baby, that was my first little phone was that old no kid, the remote. The remote phone. Uh, but I know my daddy had though, y'all remember the first cell, the big old things, the first cell my daddy had one of them. One of the big block cell phones that he would only use for emergency. I think he was going through his stuff or something like that. I didn't even really know that he had it when he had it, but he shot. All them shirt, where you at? Oh my goodness, the folks used to get on my nerves on the school bus, yo. They would be going crazy. And like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody from the front of the bus chirping somebody from the back of the bus. Or somebody that's at school chirping somebody that's on the bus. Is the bus turning the corner yet? Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp. We coming around. We at the stoplight. You said the headpieces was classic, but we out here with earbuds. That's what it really was, a walkie-talkie on the phone. Man, I had an MP3. I had so many MP3 players. All of my MP3 players was stolen. I was so dang mad. I remember I had the day, what is it called? The AirPod. What was the little the Apple one? The iPod, the little, little iPod thing when it came back. I was in dance class. Somebody stole my dang iPod. I was so mad. I didn't know what to do with myself. You had an MP3 too. Man, I had so many of them, but I finally got to having my little iPod and somebody stole it. I was so mad. Man, what a time, what a time, what a time. What a one of a kind generation. I remember downloading from LimeWire too. I had so many downloaded to my mama computer. The big old box. The big old box computer. You said recording songs on voicemail. My voicemail song was All My Life by Casey and JoJo. Baby, yeah. The baby, yeah. I was petty. I let the whole beginning of the song play, and then I stopped it, and I was like, I bet that's your song. That's my song too. Okay, it's StaR's. Yeah, leave me a message, and then I hung up. You said you had no iPod. You was poor. Man, I was too. My daddy stacked up. He got me. It was one of my I think either a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. Yo, yours was So Sick by Neo. You said they worked with Tupac. What you mean? Like, oh, that was the song that was on your voicemail by Tupac. I had to work my way up. I had to earn that iPod, to be honest, because at first I had like a normal little MP3 player, and eventually I was able to get me a little iPod. What's up, Q? Casey and JoJo. Baby, mine was all my life. I pray for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you. That was my jam. That was my jam. And I liked having it the way I did because, you know what I'm saying, just to mess with people. What's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? Man, I loved MySpace, yo. I was so stubborn. All my classmates at school had to force me into getting a Facebook because I love MySpace. Everything was pink. I had pictures of Nicki Minaj and Trina and myself everywhere. And they just kind of like, you need to get a Facebook. You need to get a Facebook. You need to get a Facebook. So finally, I went ahead and made a Facebook page. My God sister created like a profile pic for me, and I was like, fine, there. And everybody started. I didn't like it. You say you liked R. Kelly singing like on Street Dreams. I used to jam to R. Kelly too until we kind of like, I don't want to say we fell out because I don't know him personally, but I stopped listening to his music a long time ago. Every time I try to listen to his music, I think about what he did, and it's just like. But I know we for sure had to sing his dang songs at our graduations in elementary school. We sung "I Wish I Could Fly" and all them little songs. Y'all remember that? Did y'all have to do that at y'all school? Baby, we had to practice and get it together. And you know what I'm saying, probably still sounded a little off, but we went ahead and sang the R. Kelly. I believe I can fly that one. Yes. You said him and Whitney. I probably still remember it word by word just because of that. And then you couldn't mess it up because if you did, your parents would be like, ah. Baby, what a time, what a time, what a time. You said all I wanted was a chicken wing. Y'all crazy. I remember that. We used to remix the songs. How did you get here? I caught the bus. Nobody's supposed to be here. I don't give a. I tried that little thing for the last time, so my heart said, no, girl, yo, I can't talk. Nobody's supposed to be. So pack your stuff and walk. You said you got kicked out of Burger King. What did you do? What did you do? You said we was the best for real, for real. You said Whopper Wednesdays with Big Bro. What you got kicked out of Burger King for? I want to know. Being nosy. You got kicked out of Burger King for singing the I Believe I Can Fly remix. All you singing the lyrics, I got kicked out of Burger King. I was like, huh? I thought you was being serious. Baby, I thought you was serious. I was like, what? How you get kicked out of there? They whole slogan is "You are the king and you win," and everything is. Man, I remember one time I was working out. I'm not even gonna say the store name, but you know what I'm saying. I was working at this clothing store, and we was I worked in the children's department in that store, and I had just finished setting up this whole little stand, yo. And after I finished setting up the stand, I was, you know what I'm saying? I was proud of myself. I fixed it up exactly how it looks on the picture. My manager said it looked nice and I did a good job. And I was like, yes. Do you know this man decided to slide his overweight behind? Now, I'm not trying to call him overweight to be mean, but it's because of what he did. He decided to sit down on top of the whole little section that I had just put together, y'all. He sat down on top of it and messed up the whole thing. And I'm in horror because I just literally spent hours folding up all of those jeans and stacking them up neatly. And he sat down. I was like, sir, we have chairs right here. I got to sit down. You can't tell me to get up. I got to sit down because I have a condition. I said, that's fine if you have a condition. We have a chair right there, literally a few steps away. He argued, I'm not finna get up. I'm not finna get up. I'm not finna get up. I was like, you literally, if you break this thing, you're going to fall and try to sue the store. I was so mad. They told me to leave him alone. I was like, fine. I'm really concerned because in reality, them things ain't even built to hold, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody my size, let alone somebody that really have whatever kind of condition and gotta sit down. Like, and he literally refused to sit down in the chair. He was really trying to argue with me. Your big brother is turning 60 this year. Ooh, sheesh. Happy birthday to you. You said, dang, man, it's a true story. I was so dang upset. I was mad. I was like, are you serious? I just felt like, you know what I'm saying? I love working retail. But it was some people that would come in there and it's like they came in there specifically to piss you off. They had nothing else to do. Which is what makes me mad. When I go in the store and the people are acting like I'm bothering them and I'm literally just in there to get whatever I came to get and leave. Because I know what it feels like to work in a store and have people deliberately go out of their way to make you upset, yo. You know what I'm saying? I could be one of them people. I know exactly what to do to make retail, like, you know what I'm saying, people that work retail mad, but I try my best not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I could be one of them people that come in the store 30 minutes before they close and take my time walking around. But I don't do that. Why? Because I know it's frowned upon. And most people working there are ready to go home, bro. But I can't say. Sometimes I be feeling like people be treating me like I'm one of them customers, yo. I know one thing. If I carry on being treated that way, I'm going to start. I'll start doing stuff just to piss them off. I'm going to give you a reason to get irritated when I come in the store. Because I know all the rules and regulations and what you can and cannot do, dang. I will deliberately come in there and make you upset. Just to be petty. Since you want to be petty with me, I'm going to be petty back. And I already, you know what I'm saying, this situation, if you try to follow me around the store, I'm gonna ask you questions that I don't even need answers to. I swear I do that. I sure do. I already know where it is, but I'm finna ask you to show me because you following me. So since you following me, I'm gonna really put you to work, bro. Since you want to, since you harassing me, since you here already. I know y'all probably like StaR's petty boots. I'm serious, yo. Some people really do be petty like that. They'll literally follow you around the store, try to, you know what I'm saying, get on your nerves. Nah, help. Since you here. Whew, baby, we did grow up in a magical time though. I can't say that was a magical time. Y'all remember VCR tape rewinders, yo? My dad had this cool one. It was shaped like the Batman car. I used to love when we was gonna get ready to watch a movie. First of all, I love the fact that my dad used to have a room dedicated to all the VCR tapes that he had. Like it was literally a whole shelf full of different movies. And I would go in there and pick out what movie I wanted to watch. Pick out like 3 or 4 movies and go watch movies, yo. But I love when we would get ready to watch a movie and we had to rewind it back and you know what I'm saying, using a little rewinder thing. It's sticking in there and it's just that was so awesome. That was so awesome. I miss my little boom box that I used to have when I was a kid. I had hearts and wrote my name all over it. It was so cute. Being able to have the CDs, you know what I'm saying? Even though now you can still look up the lyrics easily because all you really got to do is kind of like type in the song and the lyrics pop up. But I like when they used to have CDs and in the CD case, like they would have the little flip book with the different pictures that the artist took during their photo shoot and the lyrics to all the songs and information on who wrote the song, who was the producer, and etc. I love reading through those little books and looking at all their pictures and stuff like that. Baby, it is still 89 degrees out here. Whew. I know I've been out here for a minute. One of my little lights that ran out of juice, then it ran out of solar power. And then on top of that, I guess because it's been raining half of the day, that it don't have no juice no more. It didn't ran out. It didn't went out. Hopefully I'll be able to give me some more. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna have to put that on my wish list. Give me like a few more, like so I guess like 4 more or possibly yeah, because I have to buy them in twos, possibly 6, and put some out there too. That'd be cute. Even though I can't really see them out there, but you know what I'm saying. You said he already done broke a bone. Dang. Sheesh. That's awful. When somebody forced them into becoming a Muslim, that sounds terrible, yo. That sounds terrible. I hate he had to go through that. That's a wild street day. That's sad. He had to go through that. I can't imagine. I know that jail life is not easy or fun. You said, hell no, man, that's wild, yo. I hate he had to go through that. That sounds like an awful experience, yo. I done been through some wild experiences, but sheesh. What's up, Joseph? I done been through some wild experiences, but sheesh, yo. Dang, man. But I don't know how some people is. Like, some people, they feel like it's they way or no way. And, like, you know what I'm saying? If you not in agreement with them, they will try to take you up out of here or try to, you know what I'm saying, harm you just because the audacity of you wanting to live your life a different kind of way than they do. And I also know that, you know what I'm saying, even though I never been to prison, I have, you know what I'm saying, admitted to being to jail. I've been to jail before. But prison is a whole different, you know what I'm saying, monster. And then I also know that men prisons are completely different from women prisons. So I just, baby, but I've heard some story about the women, you know what I'm saying, the women prisons too, because I had some friends that been to the female prisons that had some crazy experiences. And I just, oh we, you said facts, yeah, straight up. Mm-mm. But I done met some people that have been through it. What's wild to me is, you know what I'm saying, most of the women that be in jail, like, they experience the reason as to why they there is usually behind some man and some nonsense that he wanted to do, and she decided to go along with it. True story. I met a woman that was in jail facing 12 plus years because she was taking a charge for her man. And you know what I'm saying? Even though we ain't said to her face, we was all kind of looking at her like you was tripping, right? Because the whole time you finna be in here for these 7 to whatever amount of years that they gonna end up giving you, because typically it's 2, you know, 2 for 1 or whatever. Even with that, man, this man ain't no telling what he gonna be having going on when she get out. You know what I'm saying? And to think about it, ain't no telling what happened when she got home or when, you know what I'm saying? Because that was a while ago. So ain't no telling what happened when she got home, if he was still rocking with her or not. Because some of these men be fugazi, and it could have been a situation where she got out and he had a whole nother woman, got somebody pregnant. Ain't no telling what could have happened. And because of that, I don't have time for it, bro. I don't have time for it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm glad for the most part. Well, my exes was all they done since, yo. My ex-husband said they done this going on. They left me out of it because nah, bro. But it's a lot of women that is in jail facing years because of them holding it down for a man that, you know what I'm saying, ain't even no promise if he gonna be loyal to her while she in there. And it's not to say all men like that, because some may be. But you know what I'm saying? From my experiences, I wouldn't do it. Because a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, are not loyal like that. I've met I would say at the most, 2 or 3 men that are really like loyal and will really like have your back and hold it down. But for the most part, a lot of these men be playing games. Oh shit. Y'all saw that? No, y'all couldn't see. I'm sitting up here being having a little stage of OCD trying to get these things on here right, yo. And a dang lizard was hiding in there. You said, baby, I know what you talking. You talking about, oh, dude, he said he was. I peeped that too, but I kept it to myself. Man, they just gotta spook me a little bit. That day, move these things around a little bit, and the lizard had decided to make that his home. I can't believe he was able to stay level in these things. But I guess he assumed they wouldn't be moving. That's wild. But I guess at the same time, it's a good thing because that's why there ain't no bugs in here. Yeah, okay. What's up, everyone? Y'all is funny. Baby, I'm not finna try to sit around and try to figure it out. I peeped what you talking about, Ed, but I kind of just was like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not finna. I'm just like, mm-hmm. I got enough problems about all that I'm trying to sort out, such as my fan getting over here, getting ready to go out of energy. I'm gonna have to cut my other one on. But I'm low key almost out of beer anyways. And I've been on here for about almost 2 hours, so that's good. But I am happy about this everbearing strawberry plant. I'm finna plop it right over here in this little pipe. So if I'm able to have some strawberries, y'all, give her some nutrients. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow sometime. I'm not sure when, but I'm probably gonna either vlog it or go live. You said you feel led to find a pretty chocolate girl at a coffee shop. You can't find some pretty girls at the coffee shop. I know, because yeah, it's one of the places I like to go. I guess when I was in Austin, that's one of the places I would go. Now, said I have my own little machine. I have a little coffee machine that I actually brew my tea in. But I think they thought I was BSing around when I said that that's like literally what I would do at home is drink tea all day long. You know what I'm saying? Because at least at that Starbucks, they would let you, you know what I'm saying, you can refill as many times as you could. And I literally would get like 4 cups. 4 cups. I would feel guilty, so I would try to get multiple different, you know what I'm saying? But he said, shake my head, wow, I'm serious. But I've been to different coffee shops out here in Houston too. But not exactly for tea because I know Starbucks do have tea, but some of them they don't really have exactly the kind of tea that I like. But I've been to coffee shops with my second husband because he would go up there and hang out. He loved coffee, and plus he would go up there and paint to promote his artwork. So we'll be up there for hours just hanging out, and he'll be painting, and I'll be recording. A man once said you can't get her at church. I don't see why. You must have been going to the wrong church. I have known people to meet people that they ended up marrying at church, but simultaneously, they don't be looking for love at church, so you have to be careful about that. I know the way God be working, it be a situation where you be thinking, you know what I'm saying, you don't be knowing exactly when you gonna meet that person and they pop up out of nowhere. But typically it'll be a situation where you ready and then bam, there they go. At least that's what my experience has been. It typically be at a time where I'm not even looking for nobody, and then boom, I end up meeting somebody out of nowhere. He said she could get spoiled and help. I said, what up, baby? You never know. You might meet you somebody at a coffee shop, or you might meet you somebody at church. Oh, I know I wait on my little bow, my bow ass. Whenever I meet him, it'll be wonderful. But you know what I'm saying? Until then, I'm chilling by myself. It's okay. Trying to go through my little healing process. And I feel like when I'm ready, God is going to introduce me to the person that He had for me. Where I know I got to get over my ex first. My bad for yawning, y'all, because I don't want to meet somebody that is absolutely wonderful and you have spending problems. But I don't want to be somebody that's wonderful and end up putting off everything that my ex took me through on them. And because of that, I'm trying to wait until I'm all the way over what he put me through. And then I'll be ready to meet me somebody. Yeah, I feel like that's the healthy way of doing that. Because it was a very traumatizing relationship. And I don't want to go through, you know what I'm saying? Not only do I not want to end up in a situation where I end up with somebody that reminds me of him, because if they remind me of him, that's bad for business. Simultaneously, I don't want it to be a situation where it's somebody that's nothing like him and I'm treating them like they are him, because that ain't what's up. You said W spoiled and helpful. Your wife is spoiled and helpful. That's a good thing. I feel like most women are naturally like that. Even women that say that they not gonna help, they naturally, eventually, if it's a situation where you have shown that, you know what I'm saying, I feel like some women have been through the kind of hell that I've been through, and it's a situation where the only reason that they are not helpful towards a man is because of them being with another man and being very helpful towards him and not receiving the reciprocation that they were expecting. So now it's a situation where they kind of like trying to see if that man is worthy of them actually putting forth effort, which I get because it is exhausting. Like what he took me through is exhausting. And I don't want to go through it again. I don't want it to be a situation where I'm giving somebody 100%. And then on top of it, you know what I'm saying, I'm giving them 100%. And they acting like they gonna give me 100%, but they really just giving me 5 or 10. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And when it come down to it, one thing that he has shown me is a man is gonna act right for the woman that he wants. So you know what I'm saying? It's no need in me bending over backwards for a man until I know that he really want to be with me. End of my beer, y'all. Because otherwise, it's a waste of time. And not only for me, but also for him. Because in reality, if it's a situation where he not giving me 100%, that means he don't feel like I'm the one. And if he don't feel like I'm the one, then what is he with me for? You know what I'm saying? And nobody got time for that. And most men, you know what I'm saying, just like my ex has expressed, he don't like the fact that I have all these negative things to say about him. But simultaneously, he shouldn't have approached me in the first place. He could have left me all the way alone. I could have carried on playing pool by myself. It was no need in him approaching me, trying to talk to me and trying to build a relationship with me if he felt like it wasn't a situation where he would have wanted to be with me. That's nonsense. Are you saying you have spoiled and helped? That's good. That is good. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. Once again, I'm just waiting, you know what I'm saying, for God to bless me with whoever it is that He have for me, hopefully and prayerfully. Once I meet that person, we are happy and we able to, you know what I'm saying, swirl off into the sunset together. Hopefully I be my person and we able to swirl off into the sunset, and it ain't no situation where he caused me more stress than I just went through. You know what I'm saying? You said you just stayed. I don't know what that means, but I'm not gonna think about it too much. What you mean you just stayed? I don't get that because that don't, you know what I'm saying? That don't make sense. You say you never ran, like you never ran from a woman? I don't know. I don't want to say that he was running away from me. I feel like at this point, I feel like maybe he felt in his heart that we weren't intended to be together, or maybe he felt in his heart that I wasn't the one for him. And because he felt like that, once he found somebody that he felt like was his, you know what I'm saying? That's what he decided to do. But in reality, I feel like in my heart, if that's how he felt all that time, he should have just left me alone. It don't make any sense that he kept on pursuing me, that he kept insisting on living with me and building, you know what I'm saying, carrying on a relationship with me if he never intended to be with me in the first place. He should have just carried on with his, you know what I'm saying? And I get it that he was in a bad situation, but when it come down to it, then it's a situation where he was using me to try to get to where he wanted to be, and that's messed up. So when it come down to it, I don't know. And once again, that's why I said it's snake charmer. That's why I said when it come down to it, it's a situation where it don't even make sense. Like it's no explanation that this man can come up with to try to make it sound like what he did was right, or he had a logical reason as to why he did what he did. Because if it's a situation where he felt like I wasn't the person for him, then he should have left me alone. And just because he was in a bad predicament don't mean that he needed to, you know what I'm saying, put me in a bad predicament where I was in a situation where I was in this relationship being abused and being mistreated and not understanding why. And then on top of that, after he was in his, you know what I'm saying, even if it was a situation where at that point in time he just had to find, but why in the world would he call me out there to rub what he have going on now in my face? Just like, and he already felt as if I wasn't the person that he wanted to be with. That don't make any sense to me. I feel like that's fake, that's fraud, and I don't understand. And I feel like this is what I am trying to overcome right now. This is what I'm trying to come to terms with. And in reality, I have to get over that before I get ready to get in another relationship, because I don't want to bring that into another relationship. I don't want it to be a situation where I meet somebody that is worth my time and I'm still trying to work out what he did. I have faith too. I do. I have faith too, but I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, I have to build I have to get over what he put me through, and I have to get over the stress. Like it really caused me a lot of stress. It caused me a lot of anxiety, a lot of heartbreak, and I'm trying to get over that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just slowly but for surely trying to get through that. I'm trying to do it in the most healthy way that I possibly can. And that's just that, y'all. I'm about to dip. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? We've been on here for 2 hours. I love y'all for hanging out with me. Let me cut this light off because I don't want to forget. Sometimes we forget to cut the light off. You said blessings, blessings to you too, Fred. Oh, I know I want to fix this real quick before I come up out of here. That's hard. Okay. Let me open the door, I guess, before I walk about it. Before I pick up my heavy purse. Okay, good night, little flex. All right, y'all. Let me post this. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with me. I love you guys to bits and pieces. I had a good time. And I hope y'all have a wonderful Saturday for the rest of the evening. I think we got like 2 hours left. An hour left. Deuces, y'all.